asleep on our YouTube Zoom meeting in a horse truck.
And I remember thinking, oh God, I'm a bit tired. Anna's words were, I thought you were having a stroke.
Be warned, it's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, and general explicit content. But you know you love it.
Hello.
Good morning, good morning. Now, it is one of those rare occasions where LuAnna is LuAnna.
Oh, we've got no Imo.
No Imo, which you just looked wistfully in the corner.
I was like, oh.
Where she normally is sitting, but...
No Imo, she is in America. I don't know what she's doing there, probably watching football again.
Actually, what is Imo? We've got Bex here, social manager Bex. She's visiting a friend.
Oh, she's visiting... What
she's
friend?
having a social life.
What friend has she got in
She's having
America?
a social life.
Not allowed, is it?
It really isn't, but it's... so it is LuAnna, obviously Zisballs, me, A-Dubs.
Well, it's actually LuAnna Beck.
LuAnna...
Move over, Imo.
LuAnna Beck.
Beck says move over. Because you did get last week, name dropped, it was LuAnna
LuAnna Mech.
LuAnna Mech. So you have now entered the chat, Bex.
She's
looking very good today in her hat.
She is. I thought she looked like Marty McFly from Back to the Future. It's a compliment.
I've never seen that. You like Back to the Future?
It's an absolute legend.
Can't talk today.
Look, can I just say that's a lovely girlfriend, because obviously Bex is girlfriend to Analytical Owl in our team. Small penis.
Micro penis owl.
Actually, Bex did confirm on tour that is not
the
true.
Case.
No. Is that right, Bex? Too far?
I thought you were legit about to hold up a picture of Alex's penis. So as we were talking about that, Bex was like fiddling with her phone, and then she whipped her phone round with a picture, and I thought I was about to see his
Alex's
schlong.
knob. Marty McFly, she's got a picture
like
of.
Isn't that a man?
It is a man. It's Michael J. Fox. She just looks quite cool. But yes, Ims is off.
I don't think he looks cool.
That is blasphemy, Louisa Zisman.
I've never seen Back to the
Anyone that is a
Future.
Back to Future fan, which is good. Great musical, by the way, in the West End.
You've seen that a few times, I know.
So good. It's so good.
We love a musical.
It is one of my brothers as well, so I'm probably a bit biased, but it is a very good musical. Anyone who knows Back to the Future knows Marty McFly's a ledge.
I don't.
Bloody no. So it's a ledge. It's a backhanded compliment.
Basically, it's a backhanded compliment. You might look like a man, but that man is a legend. Congratulations. Right, what's been going on?
Well, do you know what? It's been a busy... Can I quickly
can we just talk about two hilarious things?
Yeah.
Right, one, which I cannot stop laughing about the fact.
Why is this going to be at my expense?
No, it's not at your expense. It's totally at my expense.
Oh, go on.
Right, last week we had a call. As you all know, we're on YouTube. Go check us out. Everything LuAnna on YouTube. Please subscribe. It makes a big difference to us. And all of our guff from the road trip is also on YouTube.
Can I just say, well done, Louisa, for getting that in just a couple of minutes into the pod, because it's very important we say that. And we had to have a little meeting about YouTube.
We had a call with YouTube.
Which was amazing, Maz.
Which was amazing. Maz from YouTube. We're like big time now. We're having meetings with YouTube, okay?
It was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I was a bit like, got a meeting with YouTube.
Also,
anyway,
Alex walked past me when I was having that, and he went, oh, YouTube. I went, yeah, baby. Yeah, bitches.
YouTube.
Waffy's doing good.
We're thinking, yes, we're in there with YouTube. We're big time. This is a big deal. Like, we have been noticed by YouTube.
And we don't often get on
LuAnna.
Team meetings. We typically leave that to the team. So it's
because we don't involve ourselves with that technical guff.
They're the professionals. They're the puppet masters. You can.
Bex is saying she can see why.
Because
I was at a horse show.
You were.
I was competing. By the way, came first twice.
Yay!
And
Well
I
done,
won
darling.
money. £28 I won. I have never won money before, and I am buzzing still about my £28.
What are you going to do with that 28 quid?
I'm going to buy lots of treats for Ken.
Oh, I love Ken's the horse.
Ken's the horse he won. So anyway, I've been up super early, 5 a.m.
This is a Zoom meeting, by the way.
It's a Zoom meeting because I didn't want to trek into London, basically.
Well, neither of us are
So
particularly keen on moving out of Hertfordshire.
I started off the Zoom call in the back of the lorry with little Ken was over my shoulder. Jade was there, my groom, and I was waiting. You have to get your results. I was waiting for my results. So little Ken was on the screen. He kept having a little munch on a polo every now and then. Anyway, I got my sheets, and then Jade was driving, so I got back in the car. And you know, like when you're trying to listen, but the car's all warm and cozy. And I remember thinking, oh God, I'm a bit tired. And I was on mute. And I said to Jade, I'm a bit tired. Anyway, that was that. And then I suddenly heard Agent Sam go, are you all right, Lou?
On the call. At which point, just before that, I had messaged. So Lou's camera hadn't been on for me for a while, but you know the big grid you get with plenty of people that are on the call. And Maz from YouTube, a brilliant presentation, helping
really
us with our business, by the way. Suddenly I noticed Lou, and it can only be, and I remember looking at it thinking, what's going on? And suddenly her camera came on.
Anna's words were, I thought you were having a stroke.
She looked like she was having a stroke. Her head kept sort of lolling and like bobbing, and I'm thinking, is she all right? Is she? And her eyes kept sort of flicking. You know that slow pace. You know she's got a like wonky sloth eye anyway. I was like, what is going on? So I text her. I screen grabbed it and put in our group chat, going dead.
She was like dead. It's we'll get Bex to put it up. And basically, I was asleep.
Louisa was asleep on our YouTube Zoom meeting in a horse truck.
And I can't, every time I look at that picture.
And then Sam's response is she's like, for fuck's sake,
You've got
Lou.
no fucking
You've got no
shame.
shame, for God's sake.
I didn't mean to fall asleep.
I think you need a public apology to Maz from YouTube.
I just want to publicly apologise to Maz from YouTube. You've got a really nice voice. And I think it was just so calming and it was so warm, and the motion of the lorry. And I just had a moment of dropping off.
It made another classic LuAnna anecdote. And I say, it also made very good point, Bex. This is why Lou and I don't do meetings.
Yeah, I'm not allowed on any. I actually did it on purpose.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to go on any calls.
We were in cahoots. I was like, Lou, do us a favour, fall asleep, make us look really bad, and then we won't have to be forced to go on to any more meetings in the future.
Job done.
Job's a good one. Well, it made me laugh anyway. Because I also want to hear about your epic trip last week. I had, and I was going to tell you the other day, but because it happened again yesterday.
Your neck.
Right? So, you know, I've
got sympathy neck. I've got a really sore neck. It's really sore. I've got old George physio tomorrow. George Cooper physio. Shout out to him.
All right, George.
Have you seen there's a new Thai massage place in Bishop Stortford?
Yes, I've been.
Is it good?
Of course I have. Straight in there, honestly.
Of course you've been. Now, it's probably only been open for about 3 months. I've been dying to get in there. I never have any time.
Yeah.
Is it
down
good?
the other end of the high street?
Yeah,
yeah,
well, that's where my nail place is.
Oh, I know exactly the nail place. Oh, no, I've been in there
I
twice.
go there to lovely Sam, UK Nails.
I know exactly where it is.
And then it's just down from there.
I do Boss
I tried
Nails.
to go in, but they didn't.
It's good.
Was it good?
It's good, yeah.
Do you think I should try and
It's
go?
good. I'd say...
Did you book online or ring them?
Booked online. Pretty sure I booked online.
Yeah, they do book online. But I went to book online on a Sunday and I thought, well, I'll just walk down there. And then she went, oh, no, we're not open on Sunday. And I thought,
that's a
well,
shame.
online it says you are.
Well, online it is. Well, I'm a little bit crafty. You know me. I like to sneak in my little solo Anna time. Anything to dodge a bit of parenting.
Yeah.
So when we do our kind of customary, we're just popping into town with kids.
Yeah.
Bit of shopping and a coffee, bit of spontaneous lunch. I'll book myself a massage for when we're in. And then I'll just go, oh, by the way, Al, I've just got to go and do something for half. Where are you going? Oh, I'm just popping down to them, have a massage. He's like,
Stop.
what? And then I'm like, well, I can't cancel it. I've got a cancellation fee. So that's my poor husband. I am the Artful Dodger.
That's brilliant.
I'm like, just go take the kids and have a coffee. Go pop into Greg's, babes. You'll be fine.
Little sausage roll and a hot chocolate.
Sausage roll. Well, I went to my other one, though, funny enough, my other Thai place yesterday, because it's got a dicky shoulder. And I meant to say about this the other day, where I
think it's because you're back in the gym more. Now you've finished celebs, you've got more time, so you're back.
I have been a little bit. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I'm doing more weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
mine is because I didn't work out like all summer. And now I'm back in the gym.
See, exercise is bad for you. But yeah, so I went back in yesterday, and so I feel slightly bruised today because there's a new masseuse at my favourite massage
Man
place.
or woman?
Woman. They're all women, actually. Even though I quite enjoy male masseuse too.
Slip a finger in for you.
No, they really don't. They're very
Rub
professional.
the G-spot.
I mean, that'd be nice.
Suck
No,
the clit.
yeah, what's it, Yoni?
Yoni. Oh.
Yoni massage. Still used to do
If we
that.
were single, we would do it.
We
but
would.
we did think in the end it was a bit like
I think it
cheating.
is a bit cheating, isn't it? It wouldn't be
I
respectful.
still would like to experience it.
I don't think I'd be happy if Alex went and got jaffed
Well,
off.
that's what
so I think
think.
that's how we.
That's how I've thought. Well, you can't get a yoni massage, Louisa, because if Andrew went and got a happy ending, that
be a
would
bit
probably
naffed off, wouldn't you?
Well, would we, or would we just think?
I think he's done me a favour. So the
And
other
that
night,
is when Bonnie Blue is about to enter the chat and say,
Told you
"Here I am,
so.
girls.
Told you so. We never thought we'd be saying that, but yeah, I think you're right. But I went in and but this is where this is what I always say to people, Thai massage is best massage in the world, right?
Yeah.
It really is. And I like a strong massage.
Yeah.
But I get a bit cocky. Although I realised a few years ago, don't ever
say hard.
Never say a hard, firm massage.
Just
I just say
medium firm.
exactly medium. Always.
Yeah.
And I mean I like a strong massage, but I once did it and never came out alive.
Again.
Well, this lady, so I do enjoy traditional Thai as well, where they kind of, jump all over you as well. Well, the new lady, let's just say, my normal masseuse is a very little nymph-like Thai nymph-like. Well, she's little. She's like a little pixie. She's brilliant. So,
the new one, she's a normal-sized person.
She's a bigger lady, let's just say.
Fine.
She's a bigger lady.
Let's go with that.
She's a bigger lady.
You can't beat around the bush. She's a bit bigger than your average Thai, and she stood on you and she fucking hurt you, hasn't she?
Well... It was more
she squashed you.
I felt
it was like that porn.
I felt
when big people sit on small people, and you have just absolutely nodded your head, and I've just hit the nail on the head, haven't I?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was like the pornos that happen.
So
I can see it now.
Yeah, let's just say I was akin to an accordion. I'm not the biggest or smallest of people, but I'm quite small, I guess, ish. But when I was lying down and she said, would you like me to kneel on you? And I was like, yes, I would, because normally my normal lady does the knee, comes on the back.
Did you not think when you walked in?
No.
Normal lady,
no.
slightly bigger than the other one, won't have her put her whole body weight on me.
Here's my issue.
My back.
Here's my issue. I am so used to going in, saying hello to the ladies, and I never quite know which lady's going to be doing the massage until I am face down in hole. I just say hello, I get on in, face down, they know what to do.
Hole.
Yeah, exactly. And I normally just stick my head up brief, say, oh, hello, and they say, normal, just the huge, give me the huge. So my face was down, and it's pretty much pitch black in there as well. The music's going and the smell of tiger balm and all that. She just said, what do you want? I said, focus on all of it. She went, do you want me to kneel on you? And I said, oh, yes, please. I normally like it when they get up on me and start, pulling me around. Well, this is where my British politeness really did kick it. I did, Lou. I did. So she got up.
I can't, because it feels like my implants are going to pop. When they're like on my back, I literally feel like my implants are about to explode and my whole body's going to be poisoned.
I nearly
and I'm
lost a spleen, I think, because and she jumped up, bless her heart. She was amazing. She got on the back of my thighs with her knees. Brilliant. And then she, had the heel of the hands on the back and the shoulders. And then as she was, leaning, and then they do the thing where she takes your hands and sort of pulls you up like a snake thing. Well, I'm lying there, literally, and I was literally starting to panic because I'm going, I'm trying to take small breaths because I had no breath in me. But then I'm thinking, this woman's incredible, but I don't think we're matched size-wise.
She was killing you.
Yeah. And when you're like...
She was squashing you. It was like the squash porn.
It was.
You got squash porned in the Thai massage place, basically.
I did.
How was it for you? Wasn't a turn on? You feared for your life?
Wasn't a turn on.
The squash porn, not it.
I don't think squash porn's a thing for me.
No.
However, what I will say is fucking incredible massage. Once that bit was over,
once you realised you weren't dead.
Yeah, honestly, but it was one of the best massages I've ever had. She was amazing.
Honestly, my neck is killing me. I think it's stress as well. I think I hold a lot of stress in my neck.
I do as well. Sorry, I forgot to sort of say. Sorry, this was a key part of it, so I'm just smirking because it's always a risk. So that was when I came back to the point. Never say hard or soft or anything. But I think one needs to be more vocal now in massages, especially when it comes to that.
Well, look at me with pervy guy.
But she got on me. I did. I was farting. I mean, it was all coming out everywhere.
Stop.
Well, I couldn't help it.
She was squeezing everything out of you.
Like I say, I was like an accordion.
You didn't shit on her.
Well, it is lucky. She was brilliant. Can I just say she was absolutely amazing, and I gave her a tenner tip because she was brilliant.
But she nearly killed you.
Well, yeah, but some people pay for that. She was amazing. And can I just say, anyway, but she was amazing.
Right, fine.
Anyway, what I want to know about before we move on, because also this was something that just created enormous amusement. So we all, may I say, Lou,
can I just
you're not short of a few quid, right? But she's a woman of the people. So Louisa Zisman, I think we can all pretty much safely say she's, probably very well heeled when it comes to a healthy bank balance, right? 1 minute it's a super yacht, next minute it's the Dubai holiday house, next minute it's Maldives, Florence on a romantic weekend, 58 horses. And yet, where did you go on holiday last week, Lou? No shade to this, by the way, but she decided to do a family holiday, flew her husband back right? Her husband travels around the world. Her husband flew back for a family holiday in
Skegness.
to stay in
Caravan.
a caravan in Skeggy. Now, anyone that says Louisa Zisman is not a woman of the people, you can go and eat yourself.
They can.
You can go and eat your words.
Can I just say, before we start talking about this, the ladies that
Sorry,
run
it's
this
just the
thing,
photos you were sending of your husband in bed. Just carry on, please.
the ladies who run this, Danny and her family and her sister Holly and their mum, are really wonderful people.
I don't doubt it.
And I've been a few times. It's a place where you take your horses and
Lovely.
it's called Field Farm.
Right, love you guys.
And I really like them. They're proper lovely girls, like been there a lot, right? Normally I go with my friends and our horses and we stay in my horse lorry. My horse lorry sleeps 6. It's very nice. It's got granite worktops and everything. It's very fancy, my horse lorry. And I've also stayed in these lovely cottages that they've got there.
Is that what your mum was in?
Yes.
She had a lovely old time in
Yes,
that cottage.
she did.
Can I also just say, love a caravan holiday. We all did one as a kid.
Well, so
you know.
I have fond...
Yeah, everyone loves
Actually,
a caravan.
that's a total lie. I don't think I'd ever stayed in a caravan
Babes,
before.
I've seen
I'd
your bougie
actually-
house in Milton Keynes. You were not holidaying in a caravan.
I'd actually never been inside a caravan, right? But Andrew, okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'd booked this in the summer. I didn't have time to go. I was really busy in the summer. So I rescheduled it for this weekend and I thought, well, that's great. Me and my mum and we'll go up with the kids. My mum, my dad, the kids will love it. Took new nanny Chase. Got a new nanny, guys. New nanny Chase.
Yeah.
Lydia's there.
The
She's gone
18th
back to teaching.
The 18th one on the team.
No, she's
Yeah,
great.
I'm joking,
Lydia
I'm
just wanted to
joking.
go back to teaching. So lovely Chase. She also is an equestrian, so she rides. So I thought, well, that'll be nice. We'll go up there.
Nice.
So I just thought Andrew won't come because not really his thing.
Oh, well.
Anyway, so Andrew's like, oh, I'm planning to come home that weekend. And I was like, are you? Are you? And he went, yeah, why? And I said, well, you don't need to because I've actually booked to go to Field Farm with the kids and mum and dad, the dogs, the horses, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Andrew likes animals, but I wouldn't say he's an animal lover.
He tends to like to wear his nice smart trainer
Yes.
and a nice smart
Yes.
trouser.
Yes. So anyway, he was like, no, I'll come. And I went, well, if you come, I should probably book like another cottage or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, got on to Danielle at Field Farm, busy that weekend. All she's got available is a 3-bedroom caravan. Wow. I thought, well, that's brilliant. 3 bedrooms.
Done.
I thought, I'll stick my parents in the caravan with Chase and the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Andrew, because we don't see each other a lot at the minute, life's a bit hectic. I thought, we'll go in the cottage.
Lovely.
Lovely, have a nice little... Anyway, we get there. My mum, Hilda, lots of you have had a lot of Hilda
Can
recently.
we also just say, sorry, the
on our
journey up to
YouTube.
Skeggy took about 84 hours.
Took 5 hours.
Yeah.
I was really fucking tired as well because the weekend before we had been on our road trip, which was a lot of driving.
Actually killed
a lot
me.
of time.
You were driving. I didn't even drive.
A lot of time in the car. And, the previous Saturday night I'd been in Blackpool, which wasn't my favourite place in the world, I have to admit.
It's mine.
And then, anyway, so basically get up there, Hilda fucking nabs the cottage.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll go in the cottage because you and Andrew are going to want to be with the kids, aren't you? I thought, no,
No,
I
we're
fucking
not.
don't want to be with the kids.
I want to go knobbing my husband. I'm not seeing him enough at the moment, thanks.
Yes.
You can be the grandma and go and
Yes.
sort out the grandchildren.
Well, no. So I got kicked out the nice cottage. Oh, yes. With a hot tub, those cottages.
She's got some brass, your mum.
No, she has, honestly.
She's got some brass.
She really has. So anyway, go in the caravan. Looks nice.
Yeah.
But it's the caravan.
Yeah, is what it is.
Is what it is. And anyway, so I thought, well, this is fine. I don't mind being in the caravan. Like, the bedrooms were tiny and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we get to go to bed. We get in the bed.
How's A-Dog at this point?
He's fine, right? Because he grew up, he is Irish and he didn't grow up with money. People think
Yeah.
that people's perception of him
Is
is
not
that-
what it is.
Is not
No.
what it is at all. He's super down to earth.
Very.
He gets stuck in.
Very
he doesn't
humble.
mind.
He's
Very,
very, very
like, he's
humble.
not all about,
No.
okay, we had been at the Four Seasons in Florence the week before.
But Andrew,
Where it probably
Andrew
was
ran
the
a
cost
caravan
of the caravan.
park.
But he did.
But he ran a caravan to get him through
park
college.
with 120 caravans on site to get him through college.
Yeah.
He was unblocking those
Yeah,
toilets,
yeah.
and he did all the finances.
Andrew's a grafter. He is not
shy
he
of
is
a
not
bit
a
of hard
snob
work,
at all.
Andrew.
No, he's
Well,
not.
So he was fine with the caravan, a lot more fine.
Reminiscing.
Yes, he was like, kids, this is like
Great, my
I used
upbringing.
to run a place like this, and the caravans, and we got fish and chips in our caravan, and I was thinking, oh, this is nice. The weather was good, the sun had been shining.
Love it.
I had all these romantic notions in my head, and to be honest, they were all coming true.
Nice.
I had my horses there, my husband was there, my parent, the dogs.
Kids are reminiscing over Daddy's job. Everyone's winning.
Yeah, Daddy's like, oh, this kid's what he's doing. We went and got our fish and chips. It was lovely. And it got to bedtime. And
only because Lou, at this point, guys, started messaging our group chat, which let's just say I was actually crying at this point in bed because she hadn't fessed up, has she? She was like,
let me get the chat.
Oh, this was
and
why.
It's such a shame.
This is why, because we were very kindly asked to be, this is what made me laugh. We were asked to be, Sam and Pete asked us to join their Staying Relevant O2 gig, which some of you may have been to, which was amazing. We couldn't go, unfortunately, because I was at a family wedding. So Lou then obviously had gone away to go with the children.
Why, yes,
so then
so
at this point, I was in bed from the wedding, having full of love and Aperol. And then Lou was like, by the way, she was like, meanwhile, I could have been at the O2. And then she's sending through these messages of, and we were like, where are you? She's like, I'm in Skeggy in a caravan. Which again, just want to point out for anyone gets all eggy with us, which is wonderful. I did caravan holidays. It's just what Lou was sending back was fucking hilarious.
So basically, Anna's like, no, this is how the chat went.
Oh, don't. I couldn't stop laughing. Could have been on stage at the O2.
So we were talking about the O2, and then I send in pictures, and I said, meanwhile, we're in a caravan, and I send the picture.
This is
of
the picture.
Andrew.
Can we post this but blur out Andrew?
No, he'll kill me.
Will he kill you?
Well,
just describe it.
Big
can we
one.
put emoji over his face?
Total emoji him then.
Okay.
So basically, I don't know.
No, I don't think you've crossed the line. And the reason why I'm saying it is because then I'll get it in the neck for crossing a boundary.
So I send them a picture. It's so
funny.
The bedrooms were quite tight in the caravan, okay?
But
so
think
we're talking
proper
about
granny caravan.
We could have been, it's a granny caravan. But we're like, Anna's pissed at this wedding, and I'm like, meanwhile, we're in a caravan and I'm cracking up. By this point that I told you this, it was 20 to 11, right?
Right.
My next message, I've bailed on the caravan and I'm in the lorry because I can't share that tiny bed because I could feel every spring with Andrew. So he's in the caravan, right? So I got in the bed with caravan. Andrew moves a lot in his sleep and it really annoys me. And you could just feel every single movement in this bed. And I was fucking tired because I'd driven 5 hours.
Not working.
Up there. And I just thought, I can't sleep in this bed with you. You're going to drive me nuts. So basically, I bailed on him in the caravan. I said, if you don't mind, I'm going to go and sleep in my nice lorry where I get all quiet and nice.
I bet he was like, oh, sure, darling, whatever you need, darling.
That's fine. You get a good night's sleep. He'll get a good night's sleep. We're not going to be waking each other up. So then I text from the Four Seasons in Florence to here, keeping it real. Could have been on the stage at the O2. So Anna is like, oh my God, I cannot stop laughing about this. I put poor Andrew, the little things I do. I start sending, but we had a nice time, fish and chips in the caravan.
I was like, you're going to get divorced.
I'm sending the pictures. Anyway,
it was the plan.
Anna then puts, may I ask why you're all in a caravan? I'm dead. I said, I thought it would be fun. Anna puts, and where is this? That's when I say, we're in Skegness. Anyway, we were basically dying of laughter. Now, the funniest thing was Andrew had been in Malta and he'd flown in that morning from Malta. He'd got back home. He'd gone to pick the kids up from school. He'd then had a 4.5 hour journey up there in a car with the kids who don't have iPads anymore to entertain them because I've smashed their iPads up.
Got it! Rethinking your life choices right now.
So basically, he just had utter hell, right? And then Hilda responds to the chat because she's in the chat. And Mum goes, I can't stop laughing. Meanwhile, Hilda's bagged the cutest cottage, Emma mattress on the bed, hot tub in the garden.
Having a lovely old time. Then she sends up a flurry
we've
of
had
pictures.
a lovely peaceful night, flurry of pictures. Now, then what happened is, Clemmy, I said to Andrew...
Oh, yeah, I don't know the rest of
I
this.
said to Andrew...
It came to an abrupt end.
I said to Andrew, if Clemmy wakes up...
Oh, yes. No, you do know.
She'll go nuts that I'm not in the caravan because Clemmy's very attached to me. She's a proper mummy's girl. And we were like, what's the likelihood she'll wake up? Not likely. I mean, she sleeps through. Well, I'm fast asleep in my lorry and suddenly... ping! I wake up, I can hear Clemmy and she's coming. She's coming across that caravan park like a bat out of hell, right? So Andrew then, I fly out the lorry because I'm thinking she's waking everyone up. The place is full. And there's Andrew, all dishevelled, obviously just had to drag clothes on himself. And Clemmy basically like in bits screaming. And I'm like, Clemmy, come in the lorry, shh, be quiet, shh, shh, shh.
She cried.
She's crying. She's like, Ma. I said, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I think she had like a bit of an ear infection.
Oh.
No, she suffers with her ears quite badly, Clemmy. Anyway, so I get her on the lorry. I had no children's ibuprofen. I made her swallow an adult tablet.
Did you?
She's 7. It said from age 12.
Oh,
I thought, well, it's only one. She'll be fine. So I'm like,
quite tall.
see if you can swallow this tablet. So she's like, and anyway, then I get the hot water bottle, start boiling the kettle, put the hot water bottle in her ear. So basically, she then manages to go back to sleep.
With you in the van.
She's got a separate bed. So we were in separate beds in the lorry. I can't sleep with Clemmy. She drives me mad as well. I'm quite funny about sleeping with people, to be honest. And tism. So anyway, but I then can't sleep because Clemmy is like so fucking noisy when she sleeps, and it's not her fault. She was clearly in pain, and as she was sleeping, she was holding her ear, going oh, like so you could. She was in pain, like in her sleep,
like a little guinea pig.
Yeah. Well, eventually at 3:30 in the morning, she woke up and she goes, "Mummy, it's popped. It feels better."
Oh.
So I was like, "Well, that's good." And I'd read online it like needed to pop or something. So I was like, "Well, that's good, darling. You can go back to sleep now." No, Clemmy stayed awake. And she was like,
joking.
I'm awake now. And I was like, I haven't actually really been to sleep, Clemmy. You need
For
to
like
go to
3
sleep.
days.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I thought, you can have my fucking iPad to watch.
Yeah,
so
done.
gave her my iPad and Netflix.
He's back. The iPad is back.
I was like, why have I smashed up those iPads? Regretting every life decision, taking back absolutely everything I said on the other week's pod. iPads have a place. I am still not buying my kids' iPads.
But that's why we love you, Lou, because you're the first to then go back around about and go, fuck that, I'm doing that.
Gave her my iPad.
Yeah.
Anyway, then at 6, she woke me up. So I had about 2.5 hours sleep. I think, okay, today's a new day. Bit windy. Little bit windy that day. Get up, lovely calf at Field Farm. Nice. We all have a nice breakfast. There's bacon, sarnies, I had beans on toast.
Oh, dreamy.
Get all the horses ready. Off we trot, hot to trot. We're heading to the beach, okay? Now, my horse, Tomato, hadn't been ridden that much. She'd been out of work. She was a bit lame. Tomato's a very energetic horse, let's say. She's leaping about left, right and centre. I can't help anyone who's on their horses. Clemmy's fine. She's a really good rider. Indy has decided she also wants to ride. So she's on our other pony, who's very good. Chase is on Champ, who's a good pony. But Chase wouldn't be as experienced at me as leading the horses, helping them when you're on horseback. My dad's quite good with horses. We're all walking to the beach. Here we go. 4 of us are on the horses. I say to my dad, Dad, can you do up Indy's girth? Indy I would class as a very nervous rider. She's not big on riding, but she'll get on if it's a little walk somewhere. Yeah, so Dad goes over to do the horse's girth up. I've already tried to help. It scared Indy because Tomato's like leaping everywhere. And as Dad's trying to do the girth up, and he's not overly experienced. So the girth is the bit that goes under the belly, which keeps the saddle in place. The pony steps back, steps on my dad's foot.
No.
My dad stacks it. He falls over. He's now on the ground. Where the girths then come loose, Indy's plonked on the floor.
No.
So now Dad and Indy are now on the floor. Indy's crying. My dad's effing and jeffing because he thinks the pony's broken its foot. I can't help anyone, right? Because Tomato's gone nuts. Clemmy's getting pissed off. She just wants to go to the beach. It was a fucking disaster. Anyway, I get off. Andrew's now holding Tomato. She's still leaping around like a nutter. I've then got Indy. I'm like, come on, darling, you're fine. You get back on the pony. Rah, rah, rah. Proper horsey mum. So Dad's fucking in a bad mood now. He's gone back. He's no longer walking to the beach. He's got a broken foot. Andrew's like, fucking horses, what? It's so fucking dangerous. It's hard. What? It's so
Oh
fucking
my
windy.
God, that would have totally triggered anxious Andrew.
Anxious Andrew
He
was
would have
out to
kicked
play.
in at that point.
Anyway, I'm like, it's fine. Let's crack on. Here we go. I'm fucking exhausted, right?
You've had
And I thought, it's windy. This is the last thing I want to be doing now.
So the ponies are spooking.
Ponies are all spooky. Right, so we head off. We get 5 minutes. It's about a 15-minute walk to the beach. We get 5 minutes down the road. Indy, I don't want to go anymore. Right, fine. So we all turn back. We're all now walking back. And Clemmy says, it's okay, Mummy. It is a bit windy. Let's just go around their cross-country course. They've got a great cross-country course. I'm like, okay, darling, let's just do that then. Right. So Indy goes back. Well, Clemmy then takes her little pony around the cross-country course and then decides that she wants to get on the other little pony, which Indy was on. That's all fine. So we're going round. I'm bucking and rearing. I'm going sideways. I'm just of no use to anyone.
Yeah.
And then we're like going over the jumps. Well, totally out of character. But I think because it was so windy, the pony that Clemmy was on, who is safe as houses, decides that he is going to bolt.
No.
So he fucks off at full canter, and all I see is Clemmy going round this corner. I'm leaping all over the place trying to get after her, and then
Andrew's having a breakdown.
Chase then goes after Clemmy. Well, Andrew luckily had
Wasn't
taken
there.
the other pony
thank
back
God
with
for
Indy.
that.
My mum and dad are there. Clemmy then falls off
Oh no!
round the corner. And it was at that point I thought,
We're going
do you
home.
know what? Fuck this. I'm going home.
So do you know what, guys? I didn't know about any of this. I went home. So I didn't know any of this until right now. All I knew was later on that day, Lou and I had to do a little meeting about something just to do with our diaries. And Lou just text message going, hi babes, just to let you know, I'm back home now, sacked off Skeggy, just in case you need to chat. And I was like, that's a story. And now I've heard it.
And do you know what? I felt really bad because lovely Danielle from Field Farm messaged me and she went, fly and visit them. And I was like, it wasn't anything
not about
the place.
them.
It was just the whole fucking situation. And we did get back and we got in our own bed. And that night, Andrew gave me a little kiss goodnight. And he went to me, darling, I said, I was just trying to do something nice. I was just trying to have a nice, we'd planned to go to the little arcades and all the amusements in Skeggy and the pier, and we were going to go out for a nice meal, that fish and chips one night, nice meal. And I said, I was just trying to do something nice for us as a family. I was just trying to keep it real. I have to say, I think next time I'll book far enough in advance so I get their nice cottages.
I think that might help. I mean, what I love about this, the only person who wasn't complaining about it was Andrew. He was loving it. He was loving life. Because I actually sent him a text message. I don't know if you said it. I sent a text message going, I'm cracking up. I said, I've told your wife that she's teetering on a divorce. And he replied back to me going, not at all. I love a caravan park. It reminds me of my childhood. I worked in one. I loved it.
He was
so
having
a lovely time.
He was. Well, I wasn't. I was fucking tired. The kids are driving me nuts. The horses. Anyway, on the way back, Andrew was smart. He came in the lorry with me.
Oh, I love that.
So my parents had to suffer.
Good,
the kids with no iPads.
Your dad with his dicky foot. Your mum and her bougie.
God.
I mean, the whole experience was just brilliant.
It was, and I said to Chase, it was the first time Chase had been away with us, and I said, Chase, I have to be honest. I said, I promise next time you come away with us, it will be
different.
Sun, bit more luxury, yeah. But it was great. Look, it's
Never
great
say
doing
never.
things like that. But I
Best holidays
I
ever,
will
honestly.
be going back, not with my children, only with my friends. It's definitely a friends and horses
You're right.
type
You
of
have
holiday.
to choose the right people.
Yeah,
I
can't be
love a
asked to
bit
take
of
my kids again.
No, honestly, caravanning and all of that camping is brilliant. I think you just got to go with the right people.
Like, I went to Latitude. I loved it because the little ones weren't there. Anyway.
Listen, Imo has said, because Imo isn't here, she's in America, but she has wanted us to share this with you, everybody, because obviously we love our Imsy. At time of recording, Norm, this is the dog, still has the shits, but it's only 1 day since we last recorded. So for those listening to this week later, thinking, holy Christ, that's bad, it's not that bad, except it is because I've barely slept in 3 days.
Can we just say that is an Imo disclaimer? She's not going to be able to cope with a baby. She needs to knock that on the head, get some llamas.
Well, I think it's
It's not looking
good test. It's a good
test. Yeah. Right, so this is her.
Did you know with Imo? Diddle-a-dun-dun.
Oh, this has come in from someone.
Right, go on then.
Hey, LuAnna, on the subject of medicine boxes, there is a way to know whether it's the leaflet side or not.
Go on, because this is my bugbear.
My bugbear. I opened a packet of ibuprofen the other day. Leaflet
It's
side.
always the leaflet side.
If you look at the ends of the cardboard box, One side will usually be plain and simple. Sometimes it's just a barcode or an expiry date. The other side will be printed and decorated, often to match the front of the box.
Right, yeah.
You want to open it from the decorated side, as this will make sure the leaflet stays out your way. Photos attached, which Imo has forgotten to put in, but Seb from Congleton, thank you.
Well, I'm going to test that when I get home because I swear I open it from the branded side, not the barcodey side.
Not.
Right, well, I'm going to test that, but thank you. Right, let's muff hunt into messages. First up message from Danny. Hi, LuAnna. I love the pardon. That jizz. I've got a funny mammogram story. Well, it is funny now. I live in Dubai. Lou loves a bit of Dubai, obviously. Little with your golden visa. Little Resi over there. She says she lives in Dubai as well, Lou. And here you can have mammograms at the age of 40. Just a couple of years to go, kidda. You can get yours.
It's so good, though. We don't do this on the NHS here. And we should.
We do have mammograms.
Not from 40.
When is it actually? Is it 50?
From 50.
I can't remember. Bex, sorry, you're stepping into Wimo's shoes now. What age in the UK do you get your NHS mammogram, please, babes? I'm going to wait for the answer until I continue.
Oh, ask ChatGPT.
She's on it. But just want to say, it's very important to have your mammograms.
It is.
And your smears and all of that. 50 and 71, you get your NHS mammogram. But you get them at 40 in Dubai, paid for insurance, she said. So I thought, well, why not? I'm 40. Also, if you do have insurance, medical insurance, do this shit. Do you know what I mean? Do this shit. My friend Ro lives in America.
You should
They have annual dermatologist appointment. Like, it's so important. She said, I've pulled up in the hospital, choosing to park for free in the hospital car park.
Free parking in Dubai.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to paying £4 for valet. I know, right? I'm new here and it's so immense.
I mean, valet parking in a hospital. And people wonder why they're leaving in droves to go to Dubai.
Well, quite. And off I pop to the breast unit. I feel fine. I'm not nervous or anxious or anything, as this was just a proactive health check. I hadn't felt any lumps or bumps. The texts were lovely, and there I am having the photos taken, all fine. I'm about 10 minutes in, and I start to feel really hot. I think I'll just let them take this image whilst my right boob is smushed into the sandwich press and I'm looking over my right shoulder. And then I'll say, I need to sit down. Next thing I know, I'm waking up to what seems like hundreds of people flapping around. It's horrible when you faint.
Oh, yeah.
I've only fainted once. She says, I fainted. I hit my head on the desk behind me and knocked myself out. I was out for so long that suddenly the room is filled with male EMTs. I wake up to the tech ladies frantically trying to cover me up because my boobs are still out. Oh, I couldn't care less, but we're in an Islamic country, right? I'm 5'9", so they needed the blokes to get me onto a gurney and rush to A&E because as lovely as those tiny Filipino ladies were, they're not picking me up. I don't know whether it was the jet lag. I'd gone back from Australia the day before, dehydration, or the fact that due to a language barrier, the tech said stop breathing instead of hold your breath for the images. I think this is all combined, right? Caused me to faint. But hey ho, I had to have staples in my head. Damn. And I had such horrific vertigo for 2 weeks after. I had to have a brain MRI to rule out any problems. I'm all clear though, and I just thought you'd love to hear the story.
Fucking staples in her head and a brain MRI from a mammogram.
I'm obviously happy that I don't have breast cancer. Hooray! But bearing in mind, I didn't think I had it in the first place. I'm not sure this whole ordeal was worth it. I couldn't wash my hair for 2 weeks or get sweaty. It's 45 degrees outside and I'm a PT. Oh my gosh. Don't keep me anonymous. My name is Danny and I live in Dubai. Photos attached. And by the way, having your head stapled feels exactly like having your head stapled. Oh no. Keep going, girls. We love you. Oh, wait. And it looks like having your head stapled.
Oh my God, Danny.
Oh my God.
She actually has like a cartoon bandage around her head.
Literally like a comic strip.
Oh, Danny.
Danny.
You poor thing.
Oh, Danny, that's awful. But listen, don't let that put you off having mammograms. I once fainted when I was heavily pregnant, had acupuncture to try and get it moving along a bit. And I fainted during the acupuncture. And I remember like literally fainting onto the floor and then vomiting. And this poor lady, you know the whale I was when I was pregnant with Enzo, right? Imagine this poor lady trying to pull me up. I'm vomiting I felt awful.
Really? Do you think it was the acupuncture?
I felt that surge.
Really?
She's obviously put in a part of my body that didn't
agree with it. Yeah. It was like reject.
It did, big time.
And didn't bring a labour on either.
No, it bloody well didn't. Nothing.
All for nothing. Right, we've got a message from Anon. So Emma Roy.
Yay, go on in.
Says, be honest, am I a mean wife?
Go on then.
Hi, LuAnna ladies. Love you loads and all that jazz. Please do keep me on. Long-time listener. And what I love most is the brutal honesty. So that's what I'm asking for here. Tell me like it is. Bit of background. I'm perimenopausal with a pretty good career, mum and wife, always on the go. And honestly, my libido is through the floor, like plummeted. I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm always looking after someone other than myself. The opposite end of that is my husband with an always on, ready to go, supercharged sex drive. In all areas of our lives, my husband and I have really strong, open, honest approach to life. We are each other's supporters. We back each other no matter what. But when it comes to sex, we cannot have an honest conversation. And I have tried. It goes one of two ways. One, he understands what I'm saying for about 48 hours. Or two, we have a huge argument because I should want to please him and let him do what makes him happy, regardless of how I actually feel. He expects some form of sexual encounter every day.
Okay.
Oh my God. Though he says he doesn't, it's implied. And honestly, if I get a night off a week, oh my God, I'm bloody grateful. Every night just feels like another task to tick off for someone now rather than to be in the mood. There is a lot of stress and anxiety if I don't put out. And he makes his frustration known, being off or grumpy. And honestly, I'd rather do what's needed to get some bloody sleep. And because I do think it's important to be there for your partner, I'm touched out. Every touch in the day is perceived by me to be fueled with sexual intent. Every passing contact is a boob graze or a butt slap. Oh, it's a right set. Oh, this, I couldn't deal with this. Or a butt slap and so on. I just miss a nice hug and a kiss with no intention. It's got to the point where I hate being intimately touched anywhere, but I cannot show anything but pleasure and interest or another argument will start. I've taken to scratching, pinching or digging my nails into myself whilst he touches my breast just to stop myself from pushing him away. Some positions even make me shake because I feel too vulnerable. This is really sad. I should also add, since having kids, I don't have the same feeling down there that I used to. That's very normal, by the way, I just want to say.
Ditto.
So really that interaction for me is more about intimacy and connection than anything else. I'm very much attracted to my husband, and in all other ways, we have a great relationship. I do love him so much, but I don't know how to tackle this. Am I being a frigid, miserable grump? No, there are definitely words that your husband just said to you. And should shut up and be grateful he adores me that way because I am lucky. Oh, he's definitely said that, hasn't he? Or do I have a point here? Is it too much? I do recognise that I might need some help to reframe my body's response and panic to touch now, but I'm not sure what the help would be to even ask for it. So any guidance would be great. P.S. on Miss Head lyrics, I always hear your weirdo of the week as widow of the week.
People do, yeah.
Widow, everybody says that. The first time I heard that, I thought, shit, that's dark. Maybe we should start, though, a widow of the week.
I mean, if there's call for it, let us know.
We do have a few that listen. Anyway, love you, girl. Thanks and on. Do you want to unpack this first?
Yeah, go on then. So firstly, there is a huge disconnect now when it comes to the physical and the emotional connection you and your husband have. You absolutely do not just have to put up with it and deal with this. Your husband is being unreasonable. He is not being unreasonable in the sense that he wants to have sex, okay, because all relationships have different dynamics. You go through ebbs and flows. But it sounds like there is no empathy or understanding from him about how you are feeling. Everyone does change. I remember, like Lou said as well, I changed after I had babies. Yeah. I'm now perimenopausal and I'm definitely very different now when it comes to my sexual urges and my libido.
I think as well, every relationship... You never can keep that, well, he obviously is, but that initial, from my experience, is,
to keep up that same level of libido is very, very different.
When you're like rushing in the house and pulling your knickers to the side to have a quickie because you're so lustful over each other, that does change.
But also what is probably important to mention here is that it is different for men and women when it comes to libido. And what he is after very clearly from your message is sexual gratification. I'm not saying he doesn't love you and all that kind of stuff, but he clearly needs the sexual release, the sexual gratification. But typically what women need is the emotional connection. And it's very important to remember that the majority of sex it has to be psychologically linked. Yeah. I'm the same. And actually, I hope you won't mind me saying, but I actually had to have this conversation with my own husband that, a quickie, a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then him possibly wondering why I'm not fully into it. And I've just kind of I'm in it, but I'm also just kind of, you crack on, mate. You clearly want it more than I do.
Yeah.
But then, why aren't you into it? It's like, because you've gone from literally 1 to 100 and I work differently. I need, typically women, not just women as well, but typically it is women need more emotional stimulation in order for the intimacy to then come. It's literally like pulling a petrol mower, and going from 1 to 0. And you haven't been warmed up. You are carrying stress. Well, guess what? That's a libido smasher. You're perimenopausal. Guess what? That's a libido smasher. What you need is to find intimacy in other ways, which will then unlock and naturally lead to you possibly feeling more enamoured physically. But what's happening is the disconnect between you and your husband. Quite frankly, he either has a choice to listen to you, to listen to what you need, or you're perfectly within your rights to say, this is not working for me. And until we find another way to communicate, then I'm out. I've done a lot of work recently. I did
every day it's a bit much.
It is
when you're trying to work and cook dinner for kids and husband and look after a house. Fucking tired at the end of the day.
You are. You said you've tried to talk to him. How that disconnect, I would honestly say to you, you guys need to go and see a therapist, and a really good therapist could help to mediate between you two, to help this conversation become a productive one for him to, and for you to find a compromise on this. I find more and more now people that are getting into their perimenopause or got kids and they're knackered, and this disconnect, particularly in a heterosexual couple, needing to find other ways to communicate because this disparity is really quite common. But this is not your fault. You shouldn't be putting up with this.
Menopausal, they're either really horny or not at all.
Yeah, and I think I mean, I can be some days where I'm absolutely repulsed by sex and I'm just dead. But equally, and I've said to, sometimes if, Alex comes up to me and jokes around, does the whole thrust. And I'm like, seriously, right now, you got to warm me up, mate, because I ain't doing it, and it's fine. Sometimes you're happy to do it. I think as well,
but you are obviously feel empowered to say no.
Yes,
whereas this lady,
doesn't feel empowered.
Yeah, and you're
actually being bullied.
You are.
You're being bullied by your husband.
Take back control, because you should only do it if you want to do it, because it's so personal and intimate. It's not nice to think that you're doing something that you don't want to do.
And you're going to start avoiding it more and more.
Like that,
exactly. And you will start to now associate sex, which you already have done, associate sex with something really quite repulsive and avoidant. Yeah. The fact that you're digging your nails in. I've been there, actually. I know what that feels like. And shit does change. I think your husband needs a bloody big wake-up call, quite honestly. This is quite, at the moment, it's all about him. Yeah. And he's actually weaponising sex, because the minute you say no, he's then getting arsey and grumpy. That's stonewalling. Right? That's not okay. Call him out on what it is. Say the only way to get through this, and you want to because you love him and fancy and all that kind of stuff. But if he isn't prepared to communicate with you, we all have different communication styles. Yeah. If he isn't prepared to listen to you on what you need, then quite frankly, he can go whistle for sex.
Exactly.
Try some therapy as well. I would recommend
Give him a sock and some lube. Right.
Give him the back door.
Yeah.
If he doesn't listen. Message next from Anonymous. So, Agnes, hi LuAnna. I had to write in after hearing the story about the woman in France whose son walked in on her and her husband.
Oh, yeah.
Mine doesn't involve kids, but it does involve teenage hormones, a furious mother, and some truly traumatic encounters in a forest. So, as Anna would say, settle in, peeps. I was 16 with my first proper boyfriend. We'd made a plan on MSN Messenger.
Oh, remember that.
Back in the day, Lou. For me to sneak over during my free period at school because he had a free house. Translation, perfect opportunity to christen the bed. Again, we did the deed. He dashed off to the bathroom to clean up and I was lying there naked, smug as anything, until the front door slammed. His mum had come home. She began to call his name. Nothing. Just silence. Side note, she'd already found our filthy MSN chats once before and told us to break it off and focus on our GCSEs, not each other's genitals. So me being there was basically illegal.
Oh, she'd been banned.
Yeah. Boyfriend? Well, still locked in the bathroom, hyperventilating. His mum stomping towards the bedroom door like the Terminator. And me, naked, quivering, hiding under the duvet like a chihuahua in a thunderstorm. Oh my God, I'm so here for this. She burst in, clocked the suspicious lump in the bed, and what followed was a literal tug of war over the duvet. Her yanking it off of me and me clinging on for dear life. She screeched for me to get out while screaming up the stairs at her son, who was still hiding in the
What an
bloody
arsehole,
bathroom.
he
What a
didn't
dick!
come out.
What a pussy! I scrambled to the edge of the bed to shut the door so I could put my clothes on.
Oh my
but she
God.
pushed it back open and stood there in the doorway, arms folded, glaring at me like Judge Judy.
Oh my God.
Humiliated, doesn't even cover it. I bolted out of the house in tears and ran straight to my best friend's house. I had thought that was the end of it. Oh no. When I finally got home to where I lived with my parents.
Oh, she's a woman on a mission.
Isn't she, mate? Her car was parked outside. She wasn't messing around, was she, Lou? Straight in. Pure dread. I waited around the corner for them to leave, and then I legged it straight up the stairs while my mum yelled after me, "What the fuck is going on? I hope you used a Durex." Honestly, that sentence is tattooed on my soul forever. It turns out she dragged her son round to confess everything to my parents.
She's got the son there, and the son is telling her parents how
that
he's been
just
fucking her.
Oh my God, that he's just ragged their daughter. Not only that, she whipped out the messages she'd seen and read them aloud like filthy poetry. I mean, oh my gosh, I couldn't look my parents in the eyes for weeks. Naturally,
Oh my God.
we didn't stop seeing each other. We just relocated to the local forest because nothing screams romance like twigs up your ass. Our highlights included, here we go, the fox incident.
Brilliant.
Mid-doggy, me pressed against a tree only to discover the trunk was covered in fox shit.
It's the worst smell, fox
It
shit.
is, it's so strong. Which are printed all down my chest. Nothing kills the mood, quite like a farmyard. The gay guy's encounter. 2 men walked in, so we hid in the bushes, assuming they'd pass through. Nope. They started sucking each other off right in front
This
of us.
forest is a hive
This is a
of
good one.
activity.
Where is it? We're going. We were stuck there, half naked like creepy life-size gnomes, watching live woodland porn until we built up the courage to leg it. The mystery shitter. A man came sprinting through, whipped down his trousers, unleashed the runniest shit known to mankind all over the forest floor, pulled them back up and carried on walking like nothing had happened. We stood there, speechless.
Oh my God.
There is a happy ending. 15 years later, aged 30, and we're still together, never been more in love, and now we have our own house where we can finally shag in peace. No foxes, no strangers, and definitely no diarrhea drive-bys. And yes, the parents, soon to be official in-laws, are now on side and are actually encouraging us to shag more for some grandchildren. How the tables have turned, this.
Oh my God, this is so good.
So funny.
My cheeks hurt.
Oh, please give me the granny name Agnes, although I'm sure my friends will know exactly who I am. Thank you for sharing my stories, and please keep making us laugh through all of life's ridiculousness. Love you guys. That's
What
great.
a story.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Absolutely
that's nice.
brilliant.
They're still together. What a brilliant story. Remember, if you want to get in touch, you can email us. Our email's LuAnna at
everythingluanna.com.
You can also drop us a WhatsApp on 07745 266 947. Now on to some newsy bits. I actually saw this.
Did you? Go on.
So Huntington's disease has been successfully treated for the first time ever. So it's such a cruel and devastating disease, and it runs through famously.
Yeah.
It kills your brain cells. So it
it's
resembles
awful.
a combination of dementia, Parkinson's and motor neurons disease.
I mean, literally
Awful,
the worst.
the worst. So an emotional research team became very tearful. They described that data shows the disease was slowed by 75% in patients.
That's amazing.
So basically, a decline that you'd normally expect in a person of 1 year actually is taking 4 years now with treatment, which has given patients decades of good quality life.
Oh, this is
it's
wonderful
a type
news.
of new gene therapy, which has to be given during a 12 to 18 hour surgery, brain surgery. The first symptoms of Huntington's tend to appear in your 30s and 40s, and it's then fatal within 2 decades.
Right.
But it's a really, really
what an amazing progression.
awful disease, but
Yeah.
they're saying treatment is likely to be very expensive. However, it's a moment of real hope in a disease that hits people in their prime and devastates families.
I mean, you'd do everything you could, wouldn't you, to access this
It's
treatment?
amazing.
Yeah.
So basically, you can have this super expensive surgery, but data showed that 3 years after having it, there's an average of 75% slowing of the disease.
Gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
This is incredible. This is the result we've been waiting for, said Professor Ed Wild, who's a consultant neurologist at the National Hospital for neurology and neurosurgery at UCLH, there was every chance that we would never see a result like this. So to be living in a world where we know it's not only possible, but the actual magnitude of the effect is breathtaking. It's difficult to fully encapsulate the emotion. I mean, well done.
He said he was a bit teary thinking about the impact it could have.
But
well,
you
let's
would
just
be.
hope that this gets rolled out, because approximately 75,000 people have Huntington's in the UK, US and Europe. When hundreds of thousands carry the mutation, meaning that they will develop the disease.
I mean, just knowing that there is hope. I mean, one will hope in the future that will become something that's available to more people.
I hope so. That's amazing.
But even just having a nibble of hope there, I think, is amazing. I don't know anyone that's had Huntington's, but I do MND, and it's absolutely appalling to see someone just go
deteriorate like that.
It's awful. So that's great news. We love a good news story. And then another quick news story: bankruptcy lawyer Mark Zuckerberg sues Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg.
There are two.
There's two.
Mark Zuckerbergs
What
in
are the
the world.
chances?
Is there also an American guy from Indiana? He's a bankruptcy lawyer. He's filed a lawsuit against Mark Zuckerberg.
The actual one.
Because he shares a name with him and he keeps banning him on his social platforms.
So, right, okay, so it's not easy being Mark Zuckerberg.
Indiana
no, not the
bankruptcy
Facebook lawyer, whose life apparently has been negatively affected by sharing the younger Zuckerberg's name. Not only does he get over 100 emails every day, I mean, that would be
Jesus,
annoying,
that's
wouldn't
annoying.
it? From people who think that they're writing to the Meta chief executive officer, but he can rarely make a reservation at a restaurant without getting hung up on because people mistake him for being a prankster. But the thing that irritates him the most is getting banned on Facebook and Instagram despite investing tens of thousands of dollars in ads for the simple reason that his name is Zuckerberg.
He'll trade off his name because he's a bankruptcy lawyer.
Of course. Oh my God.
So he will trade off his. So he's spending on ads to promote Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not really funny. He probably needs to change his name.
I think change your name just to Mark Zucker.
Yeah, just go with the Zucker.
Yeah, just take off. You're going to have to, mate.
So since 2017, Mark Zuckerberg advertising page has been disabled 5 times for impersonating the Meta founder. It's an irritating feeling knowing that he's been using the name for longer because he's older.
Yeah.
He's been practicing bankruptcy law since Facebook's Zuckerberg was 3.
I mean, he's the OG.
He says he's lost 11 grand in ad fees as he never gets refunded when his page is disabled for impersonating him. Says we've removed your page because you're trying to impersonate our founder. Nice try, fake Zuck. This is the message the Indiana lawyer receives whenever his advertising page gets disabled. And he never gets the chance to prove he's Mark Zuckerberg.
No.
So after his latest ban, he's filing a lawsuit. He's
I mean, you
suing
would
them.
if you were a lawyer,
He is a
wouldn't
lawyer
you?
as well.
This is very... So also, he says, if you happen to run into the younger...
He sent this email to Meta.
To Meta. If you happen to run into the younger, richer Mark Zuckerberg... Well, this is what I thought. I thought, does the Meta
Wonder
one
if he
know
knows.
about him? So tell him I said hi and he causes me great aggravation every single day, he said to Meta. So following lawyer Mark Zuckerberg's lawsuit and the buzz around it, Meta has acknowledged the bizarre situation, promising to find a solution. Well, at least they know about it now.
They've said they know that there's more than one Mark Zuckerberg in the world and they're trying to prevent this from happening again.
I mean, it is a problem though, isn't it?
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I suppose if you do have a name that is so associated with someone else so massively famous,
But you
it is
have
annoying.
to change, like if you're a performer, what's it called?
Equity.
And you have to then choose a different name if someone's got the same name as you.
That's right. You can't have
So you can't have the same. You can't have two of the same. So he might have to
Frustrating.
very frustrating. Well, he's been practicing law since Zuckerberg
And
was
also,
3.
he was the first one. So there's got to be
You'd
a bit of
like, I was here
first. You change your name, mate, not me.
I don't think Zuckerberg will.
It ain't going to happen.
Right, it's now time for
It's the Widow of the Week. First up, Wendy is nominating wife Alex. Is it weird? I think my wife has an is it weird. You know when you're not sure if you've started your period and it's that in-between part? Well, when my wife is driving, she'll put her hand down her pants, bring it back up and wipe whatever is on her hand on her sock. Surely she's the only one that does this. No need to keep us anonymous. I'm Wendy. My wife is Alex. Love the pod and all that jazz.
That's Grace.
Well,
She is Grace.
I don't do that, and I have periods.
I don't have
I just
periods.
wait until I pull my kecks down
I
and
think
see it.
that's weird. Let's see if Lola licks a lot is
Good one, Ivo.
strikes again. It's weirder. Lola licks a lot says, I never wear knickers unless I'm on my period. Then I wear big, fat granny pants. I cannot find comfortable knickers that don't fall down my C-section scar and don't give me a knicker line. So if I'm not on my period wearing something short or shorts, you can bet I'm commando. Am I a weirdo? My friend never wears knickers.
My other friend also doesn't wear knickknacks either. She
I
loves
like
it.
the feeling of a knicker.
Well, I always
Holds
say to
me
her,
in.
I said, don't you get a bit juicy down there? A bit
Yeah.
sort of juicy and
Sometimes
smeary.
when I don't wear knickers at night, and I've got my little nightie on, when I walk, it sort of goes. Does anyone else get
Yeah,
that?
it does mine as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I
so
don't know.
happy
No,
that's not just me.
no.
And I can hear it
It's
sort of
squelchy.
when I'm walking. If I've got knickers on, that doesn't
No,
happen.
I love it.
We're both holding our vaginas.
we need a vag hammock.
You don't get that, Bex. That's because you haven't
What's
had
wrong with
kids.
you?
Ours are obviously buckets.
Don't you ovulate? Don't you get like squelchiness when you ovulate?
But when you walk, do you not get like...
I think you were both a bit loose.
We're a bit.
Right, on that note,
Loosey gooseys over here.
Yeah.
We're off.
I'd say the period wife is a bit weird.
Yeah, just wait till you've pulled your pants down and have a look, sweetie.
Bit rank.
Louis? That's a new one. in
Louis
7
the
years.
Fifth.
Louis the Fifth.
Hello!
Hello. Are you ranting today?
I'm not ranting.
You've had
I
quite-
just...
Yeah, you just, you know.
I have got a sore neck.
There you go. Rant.
So I'm not going to rant.
It
'cause it might make my
exacerbate
neck
it.
more sore.
You've got to go and see George, your physio.
Yeah,
So.
I might also try and get a tie. Maybe I can book
Do you want
it
my
online.
lady? She's really good.
No, I don't
Just
want
don't
that.
ask her to kneel
I don't
on
want
you.
that squasher. Thanks very
Oh,
much.
well, she's very good.
I don't want to be squashed.
Have some of your lippy.
No.
Well, just give me your lippy. Guys, thank you for listening. Don't worry. Of course, we're going back on Monday. You don't have to wait until then, though, because, of course, on Thursday, we have LuAnna Totally Extra. We need you, Lufanians, as always. It's your episode for that one. So please do send in your emails to LuAnna at everythingluanna.com. You can hop onto WhatsApp, send a voice note or a message. Our number is 07745 266 947. Now, we have some good housekeeping, Lou, as well. What else they need to do?
You need to go to our YouTube and subscribe. And also, if you want to interact with us, leave a comment on YouTube. We reply to every comment.
But share it with your mates.
Share it with your mates.
Yeah.
Please follow us on Instagram at everything_LuAnna. Give us a little follow on this podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, especially if you listen on Global Player. Tell someone about us, make them listen, give us a 5-star review and rating. And we'll see you on Thursday.
Bye, guys. You've been watching LuAnna the podcast.
What do they need to do, Anna?
Make sure you subscribe.
Boom.